Alright, it's time for the first anniversary of 2015, and that would be WayForward Technologies, a company that has been marred by a lot of dreck, to be fairly frank here. They started off in 1990 creating a lot of licensed stuff, and then they got the chance to make their own series, which is Shantae, which is a superb series and proves just how talented the team really is. But despite a lot of their bad choices in licensed stuff, they have made a lot of good licensed games. So let's take a look at 3 of their best. First up, let's take a look here at Adventure Time, Ice King, Garbage, Why'd Steal It, etc. It's a long name, and it's based off of a cartoon show that a lot of people, adults like myself, do enjoy. But, you know, this is one of those games where you shouldn't really judge a book by its cover. Licensed games are really not that great, especially on, like, children's shows. Despite, again, adults watching it and liking it, it is a kid show, one that is steeped in nerd pop culture and video game love. And, but you know, there actually have been some good games, and this is probably the best Adventure Time game, and it is based off of The Legend of Zelda 2. Legend of Zelda 2, of course, was a very, very weird game for a sequel to the original Zelda game on the NES, and it was more of an RPG. Basically, you wander on a world map, you ran into monsters, it turned into a side-scroller in order to kill these things, then you leveled up, and then you went to towns, so it was part overworld Zelda design from the first one, and then part side-scrolling action RPG. And this is exactly what this game is. It's pretty cool, the art is awesome, the humor from the show is there, and it's really, really fun. It's really easy to find online, and I really think that those that like Zelda and Adventure Time should really give it a look. Next, maybe not so much great as it is just kind of good. This is Batman Brave and the Bold. Of course, this is, I think, the latest iteration of the cartoon series. And it was more of a throwback to the Adam West kind of style of Batman, where it's kind of quirky and funny and not too serious like the Kevin Conroy 90s Batman. Despite this, you know, they get the humor along quite well in the game. It's a side-scrolling action game, pretty much like every DS game based off of a license. And, you know, it's not bad. The art's good. You can play as Batman. You can also play as other characters. And, you know, it's kind of cool. And plus, there's Batmite in there. And if you pair this up with the Wii version, you can play as Batmite. And it's really weird. Batmite's a very, very strange character in the Batman universe. And you can tell they're just having fun with it. And that's what the show was kind of, you know, having fun with Batman again. And, yeah. Next and last, we have Thor. Thor to me is one of Marvel's weaker movies. Not bad, but it's not as great as some of the other ones. And so, when a licensed game is tasked with doing a movie game, a lot of the times they don't have a lot of development for their cycle, and it turns out really bad, like maybe a year, if that. The console version was really, really bad. It was an 3D action game like a God of War kind of thing. This one, not so much. It is an action side-scrolling game, but it has fantastic art, and it just kind of plays rather well. Not really so much as a Metroid, because it's not really an over-hub world, but it is, again, just like a beautiful action little RPG, like a throwback to some cool SNES games. And it's better than console versions. And despite my love or not love for that movie, it's actually pretty decent. But yeah, these games are not too bad. You should probably at least pick up Adventure Time if you like that series. And if you like any of these other things, maybe you should give these ones a try too. Even though their box art is so generic and really hard to like get into. That's the thing that really throws me off, is the box art for these things that makes it really, you know, want to judge a book by the cover. Like, oh, just a licensed game. It's going to be shit, of course. But there are hidden gems ahead. And one more time, I want to wish WayForward Technologies a happy 25th anniversary. And of course, I will see you all for the next anniversary or weird BSE video that I make. Ta-ta!